Okay, welcome to comparing data using box plots, otherwise known as box and whisker plots. So when we look at this one, all we're going to be doing is comparing two sets of data. Basically, this is Class A and Class B and how they did on a test. So when you look at this, you're trying to figure out, well, maybe which class did better. And what do you mean by better? Well, we can look at several things. We can look at the upper extremes. And we know that Class A had the highest score compared to Class B. Class A's highest score is 100. Class B is 95. So maybe Class A did better. But wait a minute, let's go look at the lower extreme. Class A's lower extreme was 50. Class B's lower extreme was 60. Well, maybe Class B did better because their lowest score was better. Maybe we want to look at the medians. The medians were 80 and 90. 80 and 90. What's that mean? Well, in Class A, half the kids scored better than 90. In Class B, half the kids scored better than 80. That makes me think Class A might have done better. But let's look at the lowest score in Class B, the lower extreme. And this one is called the lower quartile up here on Class A. So 25% of the kids in Class A, that's the 25%, did worse than the lowest kid in Class B. Now remember that each one of these little areas is 25%. Hopefully you learned that in the last chapter. So when we start talking about these, we can compare quartiles, we can compare upper extremes, lower extremes, medians. But really pay attention to each section on the graph represents 25%. So if I'm looking at this and I look at class, this is maybe a statement I would say. The top 25% in Class A did better than the top person in Class B. Wow, because if we look at it, the upper extreme is 95 for Class B. The upper quartile for Class A is 95. So yeah, there might be some ties right there, but still, way to go Class A on that. Other observations I might make, Class A's scores are way more spread out. They have a range of 50. Class B only has a range of 35. What does that mean? Class B scores were closer together. If we look at the interquartile range, that's that middle box, Class A's interquartile range was 95 minus 60, which is 35. Class B was 92 minus 68, which is 24. So Class B, their scores are a lot closer together. That means Class B their scores were more similar than Class A's. All right, so that's some fun comparing using box plots. You can just make up all kinds of stuff as long as it's based on the data.